Hello noble ones, welcome back to my channel. This is the Metatron speaking. So what am I going to talk about in this video? Well, of course, I think it's rather obvious that I'm really into HEMA, Historical European Martial Arts. I really like it, and I was thinking to myself, I thought, how can I help the HEMA community, considering that, yes, I am a HEMA enthusiast, but I don't know how to teach techniques, because I do know some techniques for myself, but I can't really teach them. I'm not a instructor. So I thought to myself, well, there is the Bolognese HEMA tradition based on northern Italian swordsmanship. For example, the treatises written by Fiore dei Liberi. And I thought to myself, a lot of these techniques, guards, postures, etc., cuts are in Italian. Most of the times it's ancient Italian, sometimes it's just the same as modern Italian. Now, I am Italian, so I thought to myself it could be a good idea for you to hear a native pronounce these words, so you can actually pay attention to my pronunciation and intonation. It would be good for you HEMA practitioners, but also HEMA instructors, to learn the proper pronunciation spoken by an Italian. And this is what this video is going to be. So let's get to it. Alright then, so how are we going to organize this? Well, first of all, we're going to begin with an actual tutorial on the 7 Italian vowels, so the Italian vowel system. If you already know the Italian vowel system very well, and you're an expert in Italian pronunciation, then you can just skip by clicking here. However, I do strongly recommend you to have a look at this brief tutorial on how to pronounce Italian vowels, because as far as Italian is concerned, consonants are not difficult to mimic. You can just hear the sound and reproduce it, and normally you can get quite close, depending of course on what your first language is, but consonants are not a problem, but vowels can be, because again, we have 7 vowels in standard spoken Italian. So I'm not talking about dialects, but I'm talking about standard Italian, and these vowels have some differences that sometimes might be difficult to pick up if you are, because of course you're a foreigner if you are watching this video. So I strongly recommend you to watch the 7 Italian vowels tutorials. So without further ado, let's get to it. So for the 7 Italian vowels, I'm going to pronounce them all now, and then I'll give you an example of each vowel, 2 words per vowel. One thing to keep in mind is that, differently from English, for example, Italian vowels don't change. Occasionally there are I's, so Italian E, that disappear and not pronounced, but most of the times you learn one sound linked to that specific grapheme or letter, and that sound will not change. So it's not like English that you have words such as game, cat, water, where the actual sound is completely different, regardless of the fact that we write it the same way. In Italian, if you have a, it's always going to be a. So let's hear the sounds. A, e, I, o, u. So as you can tell, we've got 2 versions, so we split in two vowels, the English E and the English O. We have an open version and a closed version. Now let's look at these more in details. So let's begin with the letter A, as in canto, canto, pace, pace, A. Next one is an open E, like in the word pieno, pieno, te, te. Please notice that I don't say pieno, but I say pieno. Closed version, e, like in the word perché, te. Please notice that I don't say perché, te. I say perché, te. In some dialects they do open this vowel in these words, but not in standard Italian. I, like in si, si, mi, mi. Open o, like in nove, nove, bosco, bosco. Please notice that I don't say nove, bosco. In some dialects they do, but not in standard Italian. Closed, o, like in the word amore, amore, sole, sole. Please notice that I don't say amore, sole. In some southern western dialects they do, but not in standard. U, like in tu, su, don't have sounds such as the French tu, not in Italian. It's always u. All the vowels again. A, e, I, o, u. One note, the R should always be rolled. If you have two R's, you need to roll it strongly, like in the word ferro, ferro. But if you only have one R, it should be lightly trilled. Maria, Maria, not Maria. That sounds very foreign. If you want to show off your rolling of R's, wait for double R's, like in Ferrari. If you can't roll your R's, you can just use the Anglophone R. You will have an accent, but we will understand. Maria, Ferro. Okay, so let's move to the actual guards, or guard position, ready positions. We will first start from the single-handed ones, single-handed sword ones, and then we'll move to the two-handed swords. Guardia alta. Guardia alta. Guardia di testa. Guardia di testa. Guardia di faccia. Guardia di faccia. Guardia d'intrare. Guardia d'intrare. Guardia di sopra il braccio. Guardia di sopra il braccio. Guardia di sotto il braccio. Guardia di sotto il braccio. Guardia di Beccacesa. Guardia di Beccacesa. Guardia di Beccapossa. Guardia di Beccapossa. Coda lunga e stretta. Coda, coda, lunga e stretta. Coda lunga e larga. Coda, lunga e larga. Coda lunga e alta. Coda, lunga e alta. Coda lunga e distesa. Coda, lunga e distesa. Porta di ferro stretta. Porta di ferro stretta. Porta di ferro larga. Porta di ferro larga. Cinghiara porta di ferro. Cinghiara porta di ferro. Okay, a lot of two-handed sword guard positions use the word posta. Now, posta is an old Italian word. We don't use it anymore. All the other expressions, we mostly use them in Italian except for d'intrare, which is old Italian. We would say d'entrata or per entrare in modern Italian. Cinghiara is also an ancient word. So, posta is an old word which means position, of course. In modern Italian, we would say posizione or postura. Now, in the modern Italian equivalent, we have a closed O, so posizione, postura. For this word, it's the only word that I'm not quite sure whether to use an open vowel or a closed vowel. I would rather go for posta rather than posta, but it would probably change depending on the region, so I wouldn't bother much. Use an open vowel or a closed vowel at your decision. It's an ancient word, we don't use it anymore. Posta di donna. Posta di donna. Porta di ferro. Porta di ferro. Posta de finestra. Posta de finestra. Posta longa. Posta longa. Posta breve. Posta breve. Dente di cinghiaro. Dente di cinghiaro. Posta di coda longa. Posta di coda longa. Modern Italian becomes lunga. Medieval Italian, longa. Posta di bicorno. posta di bicorno. Posta frontale ditta corona. Posta frontale ditta corona. Corona. Now, corona again means crown, even in modern Italian. We don't say ditta anymore. Ditta in this case means cold or said crown, and we would say detta. No one says ditta anymore. But again, if you want to use medieval Italian, you in your classes, it's absolutely fine. It sounds cool. So yeah, at your discretion. Now, sometimes these guards have got versions, and I come up with a few. One is pulsativa, pulsativa, instabile, instabile, stabile, stabile. Alright, I hope that you enjoyed this video. By the way, this is my new shotgun microphone. I still have to learn how to use it properly and mix it and blah blah blah. For this video, since it was an actual linguistic video, I had it close to me. In my historical videos, it would be up and above. Perhaps someone boo me. But yeah, that's a new thing. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, that it was useful. If there are any other words you would like me to pronounce, please let me know in the comments below, and I will make and upload even very short videos just with the words that you want me to pronounce. I'm also considering making a video about the cuts in the Bolognese tradition. So if you are interested and you think that's a good idea, give us a like and subscribe to my channel for more content from the Metatron. And remember, the Metatron has spread its wings. Arrivederci. Just want to take this opportunity also to thank Matt Eastons from Schola Gladiatoria channel, who has kindly provided the list of guards I used to make this video.